do it? What the fuck? I mean, there's nothing else really to do. Can we go back out this way? Oh.
Good, good. We can't be too safe. Promise me you won't go back there. Just stay here.
So now we're just back here? Like, now what? Like, you have to kill yourself to get past this part? That's pretty morbid. No, I tried to jump into the stars, but it wouldn't let me. What happens if we go back this way?
No! What did we talk about? You're risking everything we achieved here. You heard me before, didn't you? You will die! What about this isn't getting through to you?
See if he says anything else, so if we go back out. I really don't want to jump off that. No balls.
You are going to stay here, aren't you?
He said something new, but he's just like jacking off to all these stars. Nothing else is really changing out here. Sucks that there's no sprint. Oh. 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 Right. Guess that's it. There's only one thing to do now.
No! Oh, thank God you lived. You had me worried there for a moment. Now, can we please get back to the other room? There. See? This is what you want. This is where we can both be happy. We really can. If we stop moving, we just have to stop moving.
Stop moving.
Stanley, go back. There's nothing good that can come from this. No. No, no. What are you doing, Stanley? Please, do you just not believe me? What can I say to convince you?
Ah!
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
Sounds so sad.
Yes, perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about. I know you'll see that we can't be happy if we leave this place. You can see that, can't you? No, perhaps not.
Yeah, but he's saying different stuff every time. What the fuck? Alright, let's jump again.
My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? You throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly? Maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along.
Uh-oh.
But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours.
Well, I'll go back out.
Do you actually want to stay alive? Or are you just teasing me? I wanted us to be happy here, Stanley. I really did. I wish I still thought that was possible.
You bugged the game. Good job, Time Bomb. Look what I am! Look what I've become! Look what I've made! Let's go jump again. What's up, Astro? This is very, very strange what's going on right now. Oh!
It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Fuck! We're back.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room. And
That was sad.
Perhaps
Feel kind of bad.
stop by the employee lounge first.
But at least we get to go back to the employee lounge, so.
Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach, giddy in a way he had never known before. Was it this room? A connection between the two? Could a man love a room? I mean, truly, truly, deeply, madly love. Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
What is it about this place? The
At
weeks?
this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Oh, I can barely read this. It's the nature of this room.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue, but when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
Journal of Extended Exposure to Lounge, Day 41. Would I say the lounge has spoken to me? Yes, but in a cryptic tongue. What the fuck? Wow. Alright.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Nope.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Let's actually take this across this time.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
What the fuck? What is this?
That's her, Stanley.
Okay, we picked up the phone. What? What?
Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here. This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Wait, what? Good morning, employee. Press K on my keyboard. No! No! The death! Fuck.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Press O. Oh, 0.
Look at him there,
Derp.
pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life. But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him. And so he began to fantasize about his own job.
Where'd the TV go?
Imagine that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Press T to spend time with the boys?
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful.
Yeah, I could have tried to leave, but I went in.
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and
Wait a minute.
directions. Down one path lay an enormous
Wait a minute.
with monitors and mind controls, and down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions, and down another was a game with a baby, and he called it the Stanley Parable. It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time. But there is no answer.
No! I knew it!
In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed.
Lettersinger.
The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets. The more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this. That in this world he can never be anything but an observer. That as long as he remains here, He's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it. You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? Suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time you'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again.
Please die!
Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again.
What?
Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
What? It reset?
Stanley simply
Wait.
couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go anywhere except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell.
Years.
But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
What?
Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome...
Why did it close again?
Responsibility. He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go anywhere except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will...
Did I click it or something?
Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer.
Alright, well.
Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Oh well, that cleaned up all the papers off the floor.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.